Lesson 1. The very first thing you need to remember about law is law creates powers and a minimum standard of what to do and what not to do. Without law, no one has a power against the others and everyone can do anything they like. All powers within a country is shared by judiciary, executive, and legislative bodies. Key to remember: Yohejel, judiciary, executive, legislative. Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. In fact, there is always a need to separate the powers to avoid abuse. Imagine what will happen if someone can make a law, enforce the law, and decide what is right and wrong, just like an ancient king. What is law? For centuries, men have been trying to give a definition for law, but the simplest one is that law is a set of rules made by the parliament that are applied on the people and enforceable by court. Key to remember: may or men are equal. Made, applied, enforceable. All laws can be divided into legal and non-legal rules. The difference between legal and non-legal rules is mainly about the consequences is if you do not follow the law. For legal rules, if you do not follow the driving speed, you will be punished by the court and the jail or fine may be waiting for you. For non-legal rules, if you fail to follow your school can suspend or expel you. If you fail to obey the company rules, your company can fire you. Why do we need law? We need law for 3 reasons. Law protects the life and property of the people. Imagine if everyone can do what they like. The society will be in chaos. Law provides the minimum standard of behavior in the society. It provides a guideline on what to do and what not to do. Law provides how a conflict could be resolved. When there is a dispute, law will be provided the way to solve it, especially through court. A key to remember: PSS, or please, save, solve. Protection, standard, solve. What are the characteristics of an effective law? Changeable. Law must be changeable because the values of society change over time. More than 100 years ago, women were not allowed to vote under the law in Australia. But when the society accepts gender equality, all women are eligible to vote like men. Acceptable. Law must be in line with the values of the society. If not, the society may incline to disregard the law. Before allowing 24-hour shopping 7 days a week, many outlets in Victoria had no other choice but to open illegally because the customers and the owners wanted to extend shopping hours even though the law prohibited them to do so. But people do accept laws on fastening seatbelts as it protects the safety of the driver and passengers. No. For law to be enforceable, the public must know about it. For example, there are road signs to tell the drivers what the road laws are. Enforceable. An effective law must be enforceable. If the people break the law, they must be able to be arrested and brought to justice. If this does not happen, people may be less inclined to follow the law. For example, random breath testing and drug testing. The use of speed cameras are all meant to enforce the traffic laws. Stable. The law must be stable. If the law changes too frequently, no one is certain about what the law is and there will be chaos. A key word to remember: cakes. Change, acceptable, known, enforceable, stable.